Welcome back to the 2023 APP Chicago Open. Taking a look at our State Farm men's doubles gold medal match. You have Stephan Auvergne and Cincola coming through the back draw to make it all the way here to Championship Sunday. And then Andrei Daescu and Nunnery, who have won 3 gold medals together as a duo on this APP Tour season. There is Andrei Daescu, the big man, 35 years old, originally from Romania, but now calls Florida home. He's partnering up with Nunnery, originally 38 years old, also based out of Florida. Spent some time in Hawaii, though.
He's originally 38.
Well, I got a little confused about which biographical information I was going to give first. Thank you so much for calling me out on that, Chad.
That ball lands in.
Stephan Auvergne finding a sweet spot.
That had some topspin on it. Daescu thought that was way out.
Instead, it's a quick side out. Cincola finding the spot, passing shot down the line past Daescu.
It's a perfect start here for Overn and Sincola.
Ooh, right on the line. Looked like he was going to go wide there for a second.
1-0-2. It's going to be 1-0-2. Cincola with the serve. Cincola living here in the Chicago area for many years, so he's got a lot of friends and family in the stands here rooting him on. Went to the University of Illinois at Chicago, just 25 miles from where we're sitting now in Highland Park, Illinois.
That ball floated just a little too high off of the backhand of Andrei Daescu. Good roll there from Cincola. Went straight into the body of Nunnery. And that is a tough speed up there for Auvergne. Takes a step back. Weight is falling back. That ball flattened out. Even if it had have gotten over the net, it would have been very tough for it to stay in the back of the court.
The ATP attempt from Cincola. Can't bend it back.
He hit the ground first. As he's going, he's tried to let that go as low as possible, but he hit the ground first. That threw him off a little bit.
So Daescu and Nunnery with their first lead here early in game number 1 of our men's doubles gold medal match. Speed up there from Cincola works out.
Yeah, good coverage there from Auvergne. Cincola running around that backhand, speeding up into the crashing Nunnery. Nunnery thought he had a hole in the middle, but Auvergne steps over and rips that forehand.
Did that go between Auvergne's legs and then Cincola?
Just to the left of
Just
him.
to the left,
Wow.
but threw up the screen. Both Auvergne and Cincola have that little deficit on the backhand side, and definitely not their strongest side. And that's the typical speed up there from Cincola. We'll run around that backhand with a quick flick of the inside end forehand.
Auvergne putting everything he's got into that one. Finally finishes it off with a strong forehand.
Daescu is not happy.
He's a little upset.
He was mad at that. He didn't get that last one after he handled the first 2 balls from Auvergne and punished.
Well, I think he was even upset that he didn't get the first 2 to bounce.
Oh, an immediate speed up there from Auvergne into the body of Nunnery. Pops it up, ties things up.
Auvergne hits a very heavy forehand.
Oh, the ball's just deep. Right idea there from Daescu. Cincola started to crash forward. Daescu would have had him moving, but Cincola able to just let that one go.
3-2-1 for Cincola's serve.
What a spot.
It's almost identical to what we saw just a few serves ago, targeting that left ankle area of Auvergne, and Cincola unable to recover that one.
It was in, Rob.
So the ball
watching for tags and stuff like that.
Called in by our line judges here. We have USA Pickleball certified referees watching all the lines here on Championship Sunday. So it's 4-2-2 for Auvergne's serve.
Yeah, good spot there from Nunnery. Waits for Cincola to commit and then goes crossbody. Daescu steps over, puts that ball away in the hole that Nunnery had created.
2-4-1.
Nice little 1-2 punch by the duo who's playing in their 5th APP Tour tournament together. 3 gold medals.
A little ambitious with that one right there, and I know he just had a good one, and then he has that one right there, and probably not the spot he wants to speed up from.
Daescu overrunning that one. Good ball from Auvergne. Didn't try to do too much. Took a little bit of pace off it even.
4-2-1.
So it'll be a side out. Auvergne with the serve.
That's John Cincola at his best right there, moving that ball inside out and then waiting for the right moment. And he just covers middle beautifully and finishes that with the big forehand.
5-2-1.
So still on their first serve are Overn and Sincola, and 3-point lead here in game 1. Nunnery puts his paddle up, then checks the baseline, thinking that may have gone out.
That was probably going out right there. Late decision from Nunnery. Was a little unsure just because of how strong the wind is, but I don't think the wind was going to push that one down.
That's one of the things we have talked about all day long, is how the wind plays a factor on the play of the ball. But Chad, how much does it affect the decision making of these players?
Well, you actually saw it in the first point of the game where Daescu lets go of that forehand from Auvergne that was over Daescu's head. And typically when a ball is over somebody that's 6'4", 6'5", that ball's not going to stay in. But because Auvergne hit it with such heavy topspin, the wind actually put it down. So now what you do is you start questioning those balls that you automatically let go, because now you're unsure on whether that's going to go in or not. So you know, as soon as you start questioning a ball, then it throws off the rhythm, it throws off the timing. You know, you're making bad decisions, and it just ends up snowballing into the rest of your game.
Certainly a situation Andrei Daescu and Rob Nunnery are a bit unfamiliar with here, trailing by 4 in game number 1 of our men's doubles gold medal match here in Chicago. But Cincola and Auvergne on a roll. Auvergne with the serve.
That was a massive drive from John Cincola to start that point. Caused a miss hit from Nunnery. Auvergne there to punish the big lefty overhead.
Oh.
And same guy.
He went to demolish and annihilate that serve and miss it about 3 feet wide.
Wow, the coil on the backhand flick here from Auvergne.
Yeah, it just rolls that wrist back completely. And then a quick acceleration, quick flick. Something new into his game that we haven't seen much of. That ball's just deep.
Just a lot.
About 6 feet deep.
So it'll be a side out, Rob Nunnery with the serve.
There it is again. Wow, that is nasty from Auvergne right there. He just drops that paddle head so quickly from down to up and then brushes over the top of it with a lot of pace.
Sign up.
Andrei Daescu
He said madness.
yelling madness, exactly.
Is giving the motion that the ball's knuckleballing right there. And honestly, that's what it's going to do in the wind, especially if you hit a ball that doesn't have a whole lot of spin into the wind. It is going to knuckleball.
Cincola coming over to try and cover pretty much every ball on that point.
As he pulled the trigger and hit it in the net, he goes, so dumb.
Our broadcast booth just a few feet behind the guards that we have up to separate the field of play. So we hear a lot of the commentary.
That would be called the court.
Well, but like the court extends past it.
Sorry, I had to take the opportunity.
The court extends beyond the barriers that we have. Our broadcast booth technically still on the court that they've set up here in beautiful Highland Park, Illinois.
Yeah, Daescu definitely not looking comfortable right now. He's out of rhythm. The contact points are constantly changing.
So that's the first point for Andrei Daescu and Rob Nunnery since the score was 2-1. Overn and Sincola put together a nice run here in game one to give themselves a strong lead.
Good look right there from Cincola and good talk from Auvergne to have him lay off that ball because it was close, but great hands battle one in the middle from Cincola and Auvergne.
Yeah, it's a good counter there from Nunnery. Little punch, keeps that ball down.
8-3-2.
8-3-2 for Cincola's serve. The ATP from Andrei Daescu gets behind Stephan Auvergne. Another look at that one.
That's as clean and as smooth as you can get right there. Auvergne just watches it.
It's a clinic from Daescu. Auvergne just punishing that overhead. Daescu getting a paddle on it, but can't get it back over.
3-8-2.
Nice drop. Change of pace there from Daescu. Cincola kind of in between whether to let it bounce or take it out of the air.
A little unlucky there for Nunnery. And lucky for Cincola. Ball clips the net cord. Kind of jumps up a little bit. Nunnery mishits it.
8-4-1.
So it'll be Stephan Auvergne, originally from France, with a chance to extend the lead that he and his partner John Cincola have built here in game one.
I'm actually surprised that Daescu didn't go for the Oni there after he went behind Auvergne. Typically, that's a ball that he's going to go for the Oni 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10.
9-4-1.
Oh, he went over. Cincola, right size, wrong shape right there is. He has it dialed in, but goes over the corner.
9-4-2.
Pushes them onto their second serve, 9-4-2. Good dig there by Nunnery on the serve.
Point.
Cincola with the speed up right past Rob Nunnery down the line.
Well, good setup there from Auvergne. He went to that backhand flick again. He's so quick and deadly with it right now. It's a nice new weapon that he's developed.
And John Cincola and Stephan Auvergne, game point opportunity for them. And that is how he does it. Stephan Auvergne with the Ernie to finish things off between the legs of Andrei Daescu. And it's the two who came through the back draw, the consolation bracket, to punch their ticket here to Championship Sunday, who take game 1 over Andrei Daescu and Rob Nunnery. Game 2 when we come back.
From tonight, Grant Gill will become a legend when he totally kills it at his improv class's graduation performance. Knees will be slapped, suds will be sprayed. People won't know what hurts more, their cheeks or their sides. That's why he's already keeping himself in shape and razor sharp today with health tips and wellness tools from AARP to help make sure his health lives as long as he does. Because the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
From the Volpe family to yours. Fine cured meats we've been crafting since 1902. Our secrets are simple. Care comes from the time it takes to do things right. Character comes from the hard work and determination it takes to make it. Craft comes from the traditions passed down over 4 generations. Delicious doesn't need to be complicated. That's the Volpe way, where passion and love go into everything we do. From John and Armando and Lorenza and Gianna. From our family to yours.
Another look here at that Ernie from Stephan Auvergne to finish off game 1. He and his partner John Cincola take it 11-4 over Andrei Daescu and Rob Nunnery. Let's get to know Auvergne a little bit better. 34 years old. Calls Austin, Texas home, but he grew up in France. He's the French national champion in Call of Duty, interestingly enough. Went to NC State for college. Go Wolfpack.
Wow. Scary right there. And again, it's with 2 forehands in the middle, it's dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, Auvergne is seeing the ball really well right now. He read that perfectly from Nunnery.
Daescu right at the left hip of Auvergne. Forces the side out. Another look.
0-1-1.
Oh.
Second serve.
Just not in sync right now are Nunnery and Daescu. Haven't been in game 1.
0-1-2.
As soon as that ball went up, you could hear Daescu yelling, "Watch." Because you know Auvergne has the
1-0-1.
potential to punish that, and he did.
Oh, Daescu coming with a little counter power in the middle.
Yeah, and that's the spot there for Daescu. He's already gotten Auvergne twice here in game 2 on that left hip. Ooh, just wide. Safe to say Daescu was looking to punish that drive there from Auvergne.
2-0-2.
2-0-2 for Overn serve.
Oh, that's not out.
Ball called out by our USA Pickleball certified line judge.
That's
Another
on the
look.
line.
And that was on the line.
Also.
Oh,
Balls over there, please.
So some frustration shown from Andrei Daescu and Rob Nunnery as they find themselves down here in game 2. 3-0. Ball back on the side of Overn and Sincola.
ball hit and skipped right off that line.
Point.
Yeah, good attack there from Cincola. I mean, right now, Overn and Sincola definitely controlling the pace of play. We have seen Nunnery and Daescu struggle a little bit when they are pressured and they're not the ones controlling the pace.
A la CJ Klinger and Andre Mick, when they beat Nunnery and Daescu, they brought the pressure and brought the attack.
So if you're Daescu and Nunnery, how do you regain that? How do you make sure that it's you bringing the pressure, you bringing the pace without rushing?
Well, Daescu's going to play soft and slow, and it's going to be Nunnery bringing the pace. So if he can't initiate it, then they have an issue, because then it's going to be long drawn out. And right now, Overn and Cincola are not having any of that.
I was going to say, Nunnery hasn't even had the opportunity to speed a ball up. The ball just deep. There hasn't been an elongated rally or a dinking rally where Nunnery can set up his speed ups. Overn and Sincola have been pulling the trigger and being aggressive pretty much from the fourth or fifth ball.
0-4-1.
So it's going to be Rob Nunnery with the serve, 0-4-1.
Second serve.
Even right there, I mean, right there, it's early on in the point. If Daescu and Nunnery get into the dinking rallies, they're going to win they're going to win more points. But Overn and Sincola recognizing that they can't stay in it.
Side out.
So a side out here without any points on the board still for
4-0-1.
Andrei Daescu and Rob Nunnery. Took the gold in Philadelphia last week, but being tested here in the gold medal match against Overn and Sincola, who make it 5-0.
And it's just out of sync right now. A missed dink on an easy ball, a dead dink.
Yep.
For Nunnery, it's just something you do not see very often.
Wow. I mean, so this is a situation, especially for Nunnery and Daescu, where you just feel like you cannot do anything right, and everything is going right for Cincola and Auvergne.
No matter what they do right now, speed ups, drops, slowing the ball down, getting into a dink rally, it's all Overn and Sincola, and they're even pulling the trigger from spots that you wouldn't even think. So it's almost like, well, this is a heat check. Okay, it works.
Yeah.
And giving themselves a 6-0 lead in game 2.
So Stephan Auvergne, we learned a little bit more about just a few minutes ago. The other half of this duo that is giving everything they've got to win the men's doubles gold medal is John Cincola, 43 years old, originally from McHenry, Illinois. Like I mentioned, he played his collegiate tennis at Illinois Chicago, about 25 miles away from where we're sitting on championship court now. Started playing pickleball in 2018. He's got 2 APP medals so far this season. This, though, would be his first APP gold medal, and He and his partner Stephan Auvergne have certainly set themselves up. Mentioned the fight that they had to go through to work all the way back in the back draw to earn the right to play here on Championship Sunday. So if they win this game up 6-0, then we will move to our championship tiebreaker game to 15. Winner take the gold. So that time it looked like Daescu pulled the trigger a little bit earlier than we normally would see him because of exactly what you guys are talking about.
Well, he was able to get on top of that ball too and get it down at the feet of Cincola, causing him to hit up on the block and then the put away.
Nunnery just wasn't ready for the counter attack there. It's a good speed up. He received the elevated ball back from Cincola, but was late on it.
Good. 7-0-2.
7-0-2 for John Cincola.
Point.
Full attack mode right now. Full attack mode for Overn and Sincola.
Don't change anything.
8-0-2.
That's what when Dominique Schaefer won her gold medal today, she told me afterwards, I was just trying not to listen to the score because sometimes in these situations, like you guys have pointed out before, it's almost harder to get these final few points when you're up this big. So certainly Cincola and Auvergne are trying to just stay locked in on the serve or the point at hand.
Nice ball right there from Nunnery going on the backhand side of John Cincola to get them on the board.
Little unlucky there off the tape.
A couple of quick points here for Nunnery and Daescu. Starting to be a little bit more aggressive themselves.
Speaking of aggressive, John Cincola and Stephan Auvergne putting every ounce of their weight, every inch of their height into that point. Pushes Daescu and Nunnery onto their second serve.
Oh, a swing and a miss and a miss hit.
You know, the tough part there for Cincola is he's running around the backhand, tries to go aggressive inside out, which leaves that big opening in the middle for him to come back and cover.
Wow. That ball right at the body of Daescu off the ground. He's trying to fight this off.
So they do have to give the ball back to the side of Stephan Auvergne and John Cincola, but Rob Nunnery and Andrei Daescu get their first 3 points here in this second game.
The ball's just deep. Cincola didn't quite hit through that one enough, popped up with it. The ball came up with the body movement. Nunnery a little too much body movement there on the return.
I mean, at this point, you're trying to get a rhythm back. Our Nunnery and Daescu almost a fight to get into this game to 15.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you're trying to go for now. You're in a position where the 2 out of 3 to 11 is done. You have to find a little bit of momentum going into the game to 15 to give yourself a fighting chance.
John Cincola with an opportunity to force that championship tiebreaker game to 15 right now. And he does it. John Cincola and Stephan Auvergne come out as the aggressors here in our men's doubles gold medal match, which means we are heading to a championship tiebreaker game to 15 to decide who takes home the gold. We will have that action for you when we come back.
The Pro XR Pickleball Paddle answers the age-old question of how to get paddle speed and control with the same paddle and one grip, and this is it. Pro XR gives you more spin, greater control, and quicker reloads on every shot in the game, because you always have that constant feel for that leverage and control and paddle speed that we're all looking for. Pro XR is the most revolutionary technology in pickleball.
If you like to dink, then Pickleball Magazine has what you're looking for. Our bi-monthly print publication will help you become a better player with instructional tips, drills, and articles from the top teaching pros in the sport. And you'll become a healthier, stronger player with psychological, nutritional, and wellness advice from experts in their fields. Finally, if it's product reviews or the latest news, we have that too. To learn more or to subscribe today, go to pickleballmagazine.com.
From the Volpe family to yours. Find cured meats we've been crafting since 1902. Our secrets are simple. Care comes from the time it takes to do things right. Character comes from the hard work and determination it takes to make it. Craft comes from the traditions passed down over 4 generations. Delicious doesn't need to be complicated. That's the Volpe way, where passion and love go into everything we do. From John and Armando and Lorenza and Gianna. From our family to yours.
We save time when we buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Which means more time
Wait, take a check.
Kyle, it's pickleball.
Every time.
002. Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at discounttire.com.
The APP is presented by Selkirk, Rainstorm, State Farm, and Tervis. The APP is presented by Pickleball Magazine, Vlasic, Drip Drop, and Tervis.
Retirement. It's not all one big vacation. It's great to find purpose by trying a new activity. Keep an active social life But don't forget to make new friends too. As always, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Ah, isn't it wonderful to be retired?
This is AG1, foundational nutrition to support whole body, brain, and gut health. Just one of these, or one of these. Shaken up in this. Vitamins, minerals, pre- and probiotics, adaptogens, functional mushrooms, uncompromising quality, simplest possible routine. Since 2010. Start at drinkag1.com.
The APP is presented by
AG1. Game to decide who is our men's doubles gold medal. Right, coming up when we come back on ESPN Plus.
Need to sell tickets for an event? From Sports Illustrated's official ticketing platform, introducing Box Office. Manage ticketing for sports, festivals, fundraisers, and more, paid or free. And we go beyond the barcode. Introducing Super Ticket. Super Tickets are secured by blockchain technology and transform into exclusive digital content, promotions, and rewards between the event and guests. Cheaper, better, simpler, more secure. Sports Illustrated Tickets. Partner with us for your next event.
The APP is presented by AARP, Volpe, Lexus, and PowerPlate.
Welcome back to the 2023 APP Chicago Open. Danny Cunniff Park has been packed all day long for Championship Sunday. Some fantastic pickleball these fans have been treated to. Another match living up to the hype. Our men's doubles gold medal match is going to a championship tiebreaker game to 15. Andrei Daescu and Rob Nunnery, who you're looking at right here, getting warmed up for it. They came through the winner's bracket, but because they have not lost, that means that after John Cincola and Stephan Auvergne took the best 2 out of 3 games to 11, we now have a championship tiebreaker game to decide all. This one, a game to 15. John Cincola and Stephan Auvergne, the aggressors in the first 2 games. Cincola from McHenry, Illinois, did his college tennis just 25 miles away, University of Illinois at Chicago. So he's got a lot of fans packed into these bleachers, but they're going to have to upset some staples on the men's doubles side. Daescu and Nunnery have won 3 gold medals together this APP Tour season, including last week in Philadelphia. Chad, what do Daescu and Nunnery have to get back to if they want to win the gold?
They have to re-establish control of the point. Right now, they are not controlling the tempo. They are not controlling the point. They're back on their heels. They have to find a way to counter these speed-ups from Overn and Sincola, isolate the backhands of each of those players, and really try to elongate these points.
And that is not how that's going to happen right there. But, again, a good start for Overn and Cincola right out of the gate. And we had the #1 seed on the women's side on full upset alert and go down. And now on the men's side, they are on full upset alert.
Oh, it's just, I thought that ball was through the middle. Cincola somehow gets the end of the paddle on it, and then it's a perfect speed up for Auvergne to step over and finish.
Great finish in the middle right there from Auvergne, but some great defense from Nunnery just to keep him in that point. But Cincola and Auvergne are just playing so hard, so fast, and so aggressive.
I mean, if I'm Auvergne and Cincola, I'm changing nothing. I'm still going out. I'm putting the pressure on. I'm taking... Well, that ball just got a little flat spot on it.
I wonder why. Stephan Auvergne and John Cincola have been putting some muscle behind every ball they are hitting. I'm shocked it's the first ball we're going through.
This championship tiebreaker game to 15, starting a whole lot of the same as we saw in the second game of our best 2 out of 3 to 11. In that one, Cincola and Auvergne worked up an 8-0 lead before Nunnery and Daescu got on the board. Built up a 3-0 lead here in our tiebreaker game to 15.
Wow.
I mean, John Cincola right there, Chad. Watch the footwork and the read. I mean, he was off-footed on that, too. Usually you want to land on the left foot so you're open.
Yeah,
he
lands
landed
on
on
the
the right, and he's inside.
Oh!
I was watching the whole time. Point.
Somehow Auvergne stayed out. But Auvergne's just getting in the middle and saying, beat me.
And so far, they can't.
I want to say it's chaos, but it's organized. It's not they're not attacking they're not wailing on things without a purpose. There's complete purpose behind it, but to the naked eye, it looks chaotic. It's organized chaos.
He almost covered it.
Yeah, but Stephan
Wow.
almost got over it to cover it. Instead, flips off the net. Another look.
If that would have gone.
Puts them just onto their second serve, though. And there we go. Really quickly, Rob Nunnery putting that away at the feet of Stephan Auvergne.
Yeah, better counter there from Nunnery. Gets on top of this ball, punches it down to the feet of Auvergne.
0-6-1.
0-6-1 for Nunnery. This is one of those points. Daescu and Nunnery being very patient.
Yeah.
Finally, Daescu engages somebody other than Stephan Auvergne, and it goes right at Cincola.
He waited for Cincola to stop moving. He was isolating the backhand of Auvergne. Auvergne is not going to hurt you with that backhand at all. As soon as Cincola's feet became stationary, that's when Daescu took the opportunity to speed up. Yeah, catches the line.
Yeah, he gets it right on that line.
So pushes them onto their second serve. Daescu with it. Time it was Nunnery speeding it up at Cincola, but pushes it wide.
Well, and usually that's the combination that Nunnery wants right there. He'll start with that forehand flick and then finish with the backhand, but he's trying to be real acute with it and going down the line.
Oh, over the head.
Auvergne having to duck to get out of the way of that one.
That's just veteran play right there, and that's exactly the point that Andrei Daescu and Rob Nunnery want. They want to give them unattackable balls to be able to stay in the point longer.
Daescu leaving that cross-court dink a little bit short, though.
Daescu just got a little tied up there. The ball got on him before he had his paddle in the correct position. That ball got tight to the feet.
So 7-1-2 for Cincola. The ATP well defended. Gets it to go. The lob from Cincola. Nunnery ready.
Oh, misses it wide.
Just great defense there from Auvergne. And then again, the lob up and over for Cincola. Him able to reset that in the middle of that. That was a nasty overhead from Nunnery. But it's all Overn and Sincola on the end change.
As it has been for much of this men's doubles gold medal match. And now we change ends here at Championship Court in Chicago, Illinois. Stephan Auvergne and John Cincola picking up right where they left off in their first 2 games, which they beat Daescu and Nunnery 11-4, 11-3, and now up 8-1 here as we change ends. It did seem, though, like Daescu and Nunnery got back to their strategy of the cross-court dinking, the pressure points, so that they could extend those points longer and open up for a mistake.
Yeah, and I was just about to say that I do like that they've been able to extend the last few points. Their counters off of the attacks have been better. They're down, and now they're starting to isolate the backhand sides of Overn and Sincola, predominantly Overn. That has been a weakness for him. It's something that he's been working on, but you have to almost give a little bit of the advantage to Daescu and Nunnery in these longer points.
See the change here?
Yeah, come out of the stack, put Nunnery on the left.
Yep.
Daescu's right there to counter the backhand flick from Cincola.
So it's going to be Andrei Daescu with the serve opportunity to put a point on the board here.
Oh, nice attack from Daescu. He was coming full send there on that. Going to be like, if you're coming at me, I'm coming right back at you.
And when a 6'5" man starts running at you, you do hear those footsteps. Speed up there from Cincola.
Cincola with the head shake going, no, that's not happening right now. He is zoned in, dialed in.
2-8-2 for Nunnery.
That ball's just deep. Late call there, but the right call. That ball just sailing on Overn a little bit.
3-8-2 for Nunnery serve. Daescu getting big, getting long, and finding the feet of Stephan Auvergne.
You can see the veins popping out of his neck after that one. Daescu getting fired up there, staying short, applying the pressure.
So Daescu and Nunnery putting together a little run here. Finding some rhythm.
He's scaring me. He's scaring me. If I'm Nunnery right now, I'm like, bro, calm down. All right, we're good. I like the fire, though, and Daescu feeling it right now as he's taking over about 75% of the court.
If I'm Nunnery, I'm saying whatever you need, keep going. Just keep going.
I'll keep feeding you.
Direct the anger in the right spot, but stay angry.
Just don't chest bump me right now.
So here is our classic firefight of the match. Take another look at this one.
Yeah, again, Daescu and Nunnery are able to extend these points. They're getting that ball popped up, but Daescu gets into this one, applies the pressure, stays short, and then the yell toward the crowd right there.
With this vein on the side.
The jugular popping straight out.
Andrei Daescu is fired up, and understandably so, because they do trail here in this championship tiebreaker game to 15, but they have cut this deficit significantly. At one point, Stephan Auvergne and John Cincola up 8-1 here on Championship Court in Highland Park, Illinois. But
I want to know what Daescu's heart rate is at right now.
High.
paddle up, gets it on the ball, and then immediately says no because he knew he wanted to let that one go.
He literally almost dropped his paddle.
No.
No, I didn't hit it. I promise I didn't hit it.
I take it back.
But it went back over.
Yeah, another good spot there from Daescu. So now he's seeing the opportunity where he's just creeping forward a little bit. As soon as that ball gets down, he steps forward, applies the pressure. Perfect ball into the right hip of Cincola right there.
Good cover in the middle from Cincola as Daescu has pulled him wide a couple times and then tried to punch middle.
It's a side out, so Stephan Auvergne and John Cincola back with the ball on their side, still with a lead, but just a point. After a nice run by Nunnery and Daescu, Stephan Auvergne getting big in the middle.
Yeah, it's an excellent job from Cincola right there, just allowing that to develop, get outside the net. Nunnery tries to defend it, but because it's a softer ball, he has to put a little bit more on it and pops that ball up.
Crazy bounce there. Oh, hold on.
Referee called that ball wide after it hit the net.
I can't overrule it. Call stands.
Take another look here.
Wow.
I think that one was inside the line.
Is called out, so it's going to be 9-7-2 for Cincola's serve.
Well, that didn't have a chance from the beginning. I know Cincola trying to apply some pressure right there, but not with that ball. He's been patient, waited for some right balls to play.
7-9-1.
So it's 7-9-1 for Daescu's serve.
Good reach. Oh, there's the chest.
There's the half chest bump, and Nunnery almost got knocked over.
Nunnery gets thrown 3 feet back right there, but a good reach in from Nunnery and good spots going right into the hip.
It's the first chest bump of the day we've seen from these two, and understandable it comes in this moment because here they are at 1 point trailing by 7 points here in this championship tiebreaker game to 15. They've now tied things up at 9-all.
Ooh.
Oh, no. Yours.
Little you, me, I, my.
Not mine.
Not mine.
So no one, in fact, did get it. Pushes them onto their second serve.
Nunnery trying to call Daescu off that one, but he was crashing so hard that ball definitely up with a good potential to go deep.
So it's a side out. John Cincola with the serve.
Oh, wow. What hands from Cincola on the move, too, with the two-handed backhand. Nunnery not expecting it to come back over and handcuffs him.
10-9-1.
10-9-1 now. Ernie from John Cincola, but Nunnery ready for it, puts it away.
Well, off the tape right there, nice and easy for Nunnery to make an adjustment.
So pushes Cincola and Auvergne onto their second serve. Here's Auvergne. Leaves that one short, so side out here. Overn and Sincola do regain the lead, but just get a point. Give the ball back to Andrei Daescu, and Rob Nunnery, who at this point have found momentum, found a bit of rhythm here in our championship tiebreaker game to 15. Men's doubles gold medal match. It's going to be Andrei Daescu with the serve. Cincola immediately speeding that ball up.
Yeah, and good clearance by Cincola right there. He slides to the left, opens up the forehand, keeps moving with that ball.
So good by Cincola, running around the forehand dink and putting a ton of pressure on Daescu right there. Because what happens is when he runs around that, Daescu has to pinch middle to cover the pull of the trigger on the forehand, and then he gets burned backside.
Ball's just deep. Nunnery's like, come on, that ball was out. Late call again there from the line judge, but Cincola just getting a little jammed up. Not the right speed up and not the right spot there from Nunnery. Tries to go back through the middle. It's almost one where he has to slide across the body of Auvergne, go right shoulder.
Yeah, Cincola's sitting all over that, and he has been the whole game. He's been nice, short, and sweet with everything. Oh, Cincola changed his mind, I think. He wanted to go push again with the forehand cross court, but then at the last second almost flicked it, but then goes in the net. But his decision was made too late, and an offensive timeout. We haven't seen many of these this weekend, but an offensive timeout here for Daescu and Nunnery. Down by 2. Love this at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good call. They have to get their head back in the right mindset because they had that run. They've kind of been a little flat the last couple of service opportunities. Nunnery trying to do a little too much at times. Need to get back to that extended point, and then Daescu trying to put a little bit more pressure on. He's kind of baited them into trying to push him back a few times by hanging back at the baseline and then seizing the opportunity to take his 1.5 giant steps to get to the kitchen line.
Andrei Daescu, one of the taller players we have here on the APP Tour. His dad played basketball for the Romanian national team, so gets a little bit of his height, at least, from dad. It's going to be Andrei Daescu with the serve out of this timeout, trailing by 2 in our championship tiebreaker game to 15.
Oh, good move from Auvergne.
Again, that's not an easy ball either, as that ball clips up off the tape and pops up. It's going from expecting pace to slow and then able to get on top.
Nunnery with a lot of pace on that one down the sideline, and Cincola hits it into the net.
Well, Cincola's stuck in the middle of the court. They're trying to protect Auvergne in the uncoil from the stack. Again, overcommits to the middle, comes back too far.
And it goes left hip on him again, and that's the problem when he runs around that forehand, is that he ends up pinching so hard and so quickly back towards the middle, get burned backside.
The ATP from Andrei Daescu. Good job, Auvergne, with the defense.
No.
Cincola leaving that just a little bit short. Take another look.
Great defense by Auvergne twice throughout that, and Cincola can't get probably the easiest ball of all.
Andrei Daescu and Rob Nunnery with a 2-point lead for the first time in this championship tiebreaker game to 15. And what a moment to do it. Up 13-11.
Well, it's a 12-3 run right now for Nunnery and Daescu.
Wow, right there, sitting on the forehand of Nunnery. But instead of being short through it, he got really long and tried to create on it. But a great run from Daescu and Nunnery. Oh, and Nunnery left his feet. He jumped and ends up getting too much on top of this. If he stays planted and just punches right back at Cincola, that's the shot.
12-13-1.
12-13 for Cincola's serve. Daescu.
Matrix move. Now, if Nunnery is Daescu's height right there, I don't think he gets out of the way. But the fact that he could drop that right shoulder, we'll see it right here, just missing that right shoulder.
And that ball just missed the back corner.
Cincola coming over with a strong forehand there, back through the middle.
That is a great shake and bake read for John Cincola off the drive of Stephan Auvergne. A perfect drive, keeping it nice and low, forcing Daescu to have to hit up on it. Cincola punishes it back through the middle.
And so let's tie things up again, shall we? 13-all here in our championship tiebreaker game to 15. This has been a script flipped, if you will, for Daescu and Nunnery. They dropped the first two games, 11-4, 11-3, get their first lead of this match at 12-11 in our championship tiebreaker game to 15. But Overn and Sincola, they're not going anywhere.
No, they've played great this whole day, and they played really well in the 2 out of 3. They played well to start this, but it was a run from Daescu and Nunnery that they had to stop. They've stopped it. Now we've evened things up all square. It's a game to 2. Who can get ahead first by 2, and you will win after all this.
13-13-2.
13-13-2 for Overn's serve.
Oh
my
He tried
goodness.
to cut it too much. You saw the paddle open up more from Daescu there. Tried to add extra backspin to keep that ball down to the backhand of Cincola.
And the Cincola fans went crazy after that point.
Just wide.
Flips it long, flips it wide, and Stephan Auvergne and John Cincola are your men's doubles gold medalists here in Chicago.
The hat's
It's in the tree. He threw the hat in the tree. You want to throw it in the stands, threw it in the tree.
With the celebration, and understandably so. These two coming all the way through the backdraw to get here to Championship Sunday, win the first 2 games in best 2 out of 3 to 11, and then battle in this championship tiebreaker to leave no doubt. They are your men's doubles gold medalists, and we'll hear from them when we come back on ESPN+.
There's only one way now, just one way out. With every single breath comes crashing down. There's only one.
We save time when we buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Which means more time
Second check.
Kyle, it's pickleball.
Every time.
002. Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Ah, retirement. It's not all one big vacation. It's great to find purpose by trying a new activity. Keep an active social life, but don't forget to make new friends too. As always, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Ah, isn't it wonderful to be retired?
The Boca Raton Championship point here at the APP Chicago Open, and what a great last point it was.
I mean, you could hear a pin drop here. I think I was holding my breath as well. Daescu and Nunnery, Daescu and Cincola in the cross court. Daescu tries to pull the trigger. Cincola getting out of the way, securing championship point.
And the hat
for
throw
Cincola
into the
boat.
trees for Stephan Auvergne. And we'll throw it courtside to the third member of our party here, AJ McCord. AJ is with our gold and silver medalists.
Time now for our gold medal match interview powered by Franklin. The crowd here in Chicago loving every single moment of this men's doubles gold medal match, and understandably so. We're going to get to our gold medalists in just a minute, but first, Andrei Daescu, Rob Nunnery back here on a championship Sunday. These two came out really aggressive, really strong. What were they doing, Andre, that just put you guys on your heels?
They came out with great energy. Credits to Stephan and John for a great match today. They played really well. We were able to bounce back in that tiebreaker. Got it pretty close, but they finished strong. So again, credit to them. They played a great finals here. Credit to the crowd here in Chicago. We had a great crowd this whole weekend. Thank you, guys.
And Rob, I know you always want to walk away with a gold medal, but it's silver here in Chicago, again with Andre. What is it about this duo that you guys just seem to find the podium almost every single time you get together?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to fight to the last ball. I mean, this one obviously hurts. But like Andre said, I mean, huge credit to Stephan and John. You guys played incredible. You guys deserve this. You know, you guys straight up beat us. So big props. Thank you, Chicago. The energy was so fun all week long. You guys were a blast. And this is a little different. We have refs calling the lines, and I know it's a thankless job, and you're not going to get everyone right, but we appreciate you guys doing it. And thanks for the APP for putting on a great tournament.
Well, thank you guys for putting on a great show. Let's get these guys their medals. Silver medalists, Rob Nunnery and Andrei Daescu. Let's give it up for them, shall we? And now let's turn to Stephan Auvergne and John Cincola. You guys have battled for this moment, coming all the way through the backdraw to get here. Then you take the first two games, have to do that championship tiebreaker. Stephan, what was your mindset coming into a match against a team that is known for medaling?
Yeah, I mean, I think Rob and Andre are the guys to beat here, so we didn't put any too much pressure on ourselves, and we had a game plan. We were going to come out hot and come out swinging, so I think it worked out great, and we really worked well as a team, so I'm super happy it worked out like that.
I would say you work well as a team, coming home with a gold medal. And John, you are somebody who had the crowd behind you. I know Chicago, a very important place for you. Spent a lot of time here, a lot of great memories. What is it like to win this gold medal in front of this crowd?
I mean, it's amazing. Got so many family, friends, people I used to teach. Like, everybody's here. You know, I see faces I recognize all over the place. So the energy is unbelievable, the support, and you know, we're happy we could just get it done in front of everyone.
As you should be, Stephan. What is it about this duo that works so well?
I think so. I mean, yesterday John was able to pick me up when I needed, and then here we kind of took turns and we worked well together. We could take turns being the aggressor, and it was awesome. Yeah, we kind of used our strength, and yeah, it worked out.
And you guys are the men's doubles gold medalists here in Chicago. John, what do you think of when I say that out loud?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's after losing first round yesterday. It seems like kind of surprising, but we just battled and kept fighting for every point, and now we're here.
Now you're here, men's doubles gold medalists at the 2023 APP Chicago Open. Give it up for Stephan Auvergne and John Cincola.